Cancer, it's coming up to your birthday, so I want to say a happy birthday in advance. I love Cancers. My grandmother was a Cancer, and whenever I do your reading, I always think of her. So let's have a look at what's coming up for you this month. Now, on the 25th of May, a grand cross began to form in the sky, and it's in effect, it's in full force now, and it will stay in place until the end of June, until the 27th/28th of June. And a grand cross is 4 squares combining to create this big square in the sky, and it's an area of friction and motivation and real energy. So don't expect June to be quiet and calm. It's going to move, okay? This is moving forward, it's happening. It connects your desire to really understand and to communicate and to make sense of things, especially when it comes to spirituality. You're going to be very interested in understanding and reaching out and getting to a place of, oh my God, that's why this happens. Or even before that kind of answer, what can I look at to get answers for the questions I have? There will be a strong desire to go on a spiritual journey that can be at home in your living room, sitting in an armchair and astral projecting, or going on a pilgrimage to a different country or some place in the world. But there will be a strong desire to expand and grow, and I think there may be a little bit of conflict between your responsibilities and obligations that you have in your working life, and there may be a feeling of unease when it comes to, I could be exploring if only I wasn't stuck in this office, okay? So really look at what you can do and still explore in your working life and what you can learn there, and don't allow yourself to just grumble and feel frustrated that, oh, I could be out there in India right now and I could be learning something totally enlightening that would change my whole perception of the world. That will last for the whole month, okay? So make sure you nurture your spirit and you learn something that is of real interest to you so you don't feel like you're missing out. On the 2nd of June, a grand trine forms, and this is again a major aspect pattern. So this is a month where big, heavy, full-on energies are in effect. A grand trine is an area of real talent, and this is in the element of earth for you, okay? So your relationships, your communication, your connection with friends, that is going to be massively meaningful to you. And this grand trine is in effect from the 2nd of June till the 7th of June. Spend time with your friendships. They can transform and deepen and get much more profound and close over this period, especially if other people need you to be there for them. You will understand things via your friendships, so this is very important, that have a great insight, or that give you great insight into, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life right now. It's, what is my current purpose at the moment? So if you can't go traveling, then spend time with friends. If you are lucky enough to go traveling, then really make the most of that. But if you can't, you can travel intellectually, culturally, mentally, via your friendships, and they will provide you with some gems, real insights that will help you to understand your current purpose. On the 3rd and 4th of June, something interesting happens to the moon. So on the 3rd, the moon is in Taurus in your 11th house, and then it moves over your midheaven, the angle of work, and it moves into Gemini, your neighbor, on the other side of the midheaven in your 12th house. So over this day period, by going to work, by continuing to apply yourself to your job and being practical, you will again learn something, and all of these things that may frustrate you and seem so mundane and seem so boring at the moment, they actually really support you and they give you the answers you're looking for. So you can be much more productive discovering your purpose or what you're meant to be doing by engaging and connecting with your regular, usual life, than going out there and really saying, I have to be elsewhere to discover. You can discover wherever you are. On the 5th of June, the new moon occurs, and that's in your 12th house in Gemini. So it pulls in spiritual information that gives you a greater understanding about yourself, but also gives you a greater understanding of what your real aptitudes are at work, and how you can use your spiritual gifts in your working life to be of service to other people. That's a huge thing. Okay? If you've always had that niggling feeling of, I could be doing something to really help humanity here, or to help other people understand or to become more enlightened, then you will have the massive opportunity to find something that you love spiritually and to engage with that. So, you know those little wind-up cars that you've got? You pull them backwards to charge them, and then you let them go and they shoot off. Those little matchbox cars. That's what's happening during this new moon. You're pulling it back, you're pulling the information in, your wheels are turning, spinning, the fire, the smoke is kind of building, and then zoom, you shoot off on the 5th of March. Not March, June, 5th of June. So, especially in the direction of what am I supposed to be doing work-wise, spiritually, what am I supposed to be doing? So you can research that, you can have a reading, you can meditate. Again, it's about being given the answers. On the 7th, the moon goes into your sign of Cancer, and this is a really nice time of feeling very much at ease. And it's like, oh, I can relax within myself, I can take a bubble bath, I can just be me, I can just enjoy myself. If you have the opportunity to take any time off, the 6th of June, the 7th of June, take that time. You're going to feel very comfortable in your own skin. And considering what's been going on now at the beginning of the month with all of this information floating around, you can feel very comfortable, and it's almost like you can get the information that you want and then settle into it and process it and then move forward. So this matchbox car isn't speeding off into some sort of crazy sense, it's crazy kind of environment of I'm just speeding, I don't know what I'm doing. It kind of speeds off and it takes off almost into the sky, and it starts to float along this cancer kind of cloud, and you feel very comfortable and at peace within yourself. That is a lot. I mean, what's going on here at the beginning of June. On the 9th then, moving forward, there's a yod in the chart, and that's also known as the finger of God. It has very kind of karmic implications here. And if there is an opportunity for you to go out there and to actually do business in a public sense, whether it's buying and selling stocks, whether it's having a lemonade stall or going to some craft fair and selling the things that you made, it will help you discover. Again, this is all about discovering what your spiritual soul purpose is, and it will allow you to transform the relationship that you have with work. So all of this is ideal, 10 out of 10 for career, especially in the sense of I want to transform this and I want to change it into something that is really aligned with me. On the 9th as well, the Sun and Venus, they start to conjunct. Both of them are at 19 degrees in your 12th house of spirituality in Gemini. By doing service and by extending your love for other people, by opening your heart and by giving of yourself, you're going to walk through that doorway like the gates of enlightenment, and you're going to walk through and really understand something. What is it that I love? How can I bring this love into my life every day? Amazing. I mean, that's really, we all have a purpose here on planet Earth. We all come here to progress spiritually. But some of us do that through having children and being a mother and a father. Others do it through working and really adding value through career. Other people do it by focusing on spirituality and meditating and connecting and building a relationship with God. Whatever way you've chosen it, you've got to discover it first. What is my path? What is my purpose? Because that's always the thing. If I knew what I was supposed to be doing, I could do it, right? And the beginning of the month for you is all about answers coming in. On the 11th and 12th, the moon, your rising sign, Jupiter and the North Node, they all sit together in your 3rd house. So you are the analyst, you are the IT specialist, you're the critic, you're the person who has all the answers, you're the person who can make order out of chaos. You can take it all in, put it through the internal filtration system and come up with an answer. So if I have a question in June, I'm going to go to one of my Cancer friends because they will be able to make sense of what's going on. and they will give me the right answer. So I was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday, and she has ended a relationship. She ended it, but now she's become obsessed, and she finds herself texting this person who she broke up with, and she doesn't know why she's doing it. If this were June and she had a Cancerian friend, if she goes to you guys and asks you that question, you're going to be able to make sense of it and give her the answer that she needs. So I'm going to refer my friend to you guys if she's still doing that in June. On the 13th, Mercury goes into Gemini in your 12th house. So there's a lot going on in your 12th house, okay? You've got Venus, the Sun, your midheaven, Mercury. All of that is in your 12th house of spirituality. So Mercury is the communication planet. It rules Gemini, so it's very pleased and very happy and comfortable. It's about, I communicate. You know, I'm a robot. I give information out. I'm like an antenna. That's my purpose. I communicate. It conjuncts with work, so the spiritual information. What is it that you want to communicate? What can you say and speak that's going to be valuable? And it's not just now about understanding yourself, understanding your own purpose, but actually using your words or using your writing and using the ways and means, the tools you have to communicate, using that to share something. So there's no big gap here. You understand and you get to work straight away. The moon goes into 17 degrees of Libra in your 4th house on the 14th. Libra is a cardinal air sign. It's about taking charge. It's about being strong and initiating something, starting something. And it's in your 4th house. On the 14th, this is your best day so far when it comes to family relationships and the people who are nearest and dearest to you. 10 out of 10 for family. When you initiate and when you take charge of your relationships, you can make peace with someone who had a problem with you, or you had a problem with them, and you can build bridges and you can patch things over. You know, some people have really dark family situations. Some families, because there's such long-term connections, the real dark stuff in life can show up there. You know, abuse, neglect, betrayal, heartbreak, all of those things show up. And those aren't just things you say, oh, well, you know, we're over it, let's just go shopping. It doesn't work like that. You carry around these lifelong things in your family. And Libra is about patching things up on a very surface level at first, but sometimes you have to start with the surface level to get to the deeper bits. And there's the potential for you to do that. So if you're someone who will benefit from that, choose this day. Now, I'm really excited because on the 16th of June, and I wish I had a drum roll here, the Lyrid meteor shower is at its strongest. It started on the 10th of June. It will continue until the 21st, but it's a meteor shower. We have those quite often, and basically it's lots of shooting stars. They will show up as light blue, and on the 16th they will be at their strongest. Okay, so the way this is gonna present itself to you is you have had lots of spiritual insights and answers during this month, but you'll be getting even more. It's gonna feel like you're in a steam room, but there are pieces of glitter floating around in the steam, and it's going to be magical and it's going to be inspiring, and it's almost like you can pluck answers out of the air. So go outside in nature, connect with these meteor showers. Usually a meteor shower is like a cleansing. This for you is an inspiration. It's like new ideas being flooded into your system. Go out in nature, connect with these showers, make a wish, understand what's going on, understand your purpose. It is a drum roll moment because it's so exciting. It's like the magic is coming back into your life, and you really find answers and meanings to some of these things which have eluded you for ages. The moon is in Scorpio on the 17th, and it conjuncts your Mars in your 5th. And this is a day where it's like a blip this day, because this is the one day where you could feel massively frustrated with your romantic relationship or the relationship with your children, and you may feel like, God, why is this really going wrong here? You know, I really don't like the way this is going, and I really had something else planned. So there can be that moment of throwing your hands up and saying, God, how did we get here? And there can be real frustration. So look at that. Don't dismiss it. Look at it and see where you're at. Accept it for what it is, and then really apply all of these answers that you've been getting to that situation. So it's actually a blessing in disguise, because the problem appears during a time when you have access to a lot of answers. And you can say, okay, well, things aren't going in the right direction. I may have to tweak things a little bit or change them around so that we can save this. And this isn't lost at all. This is within your power and within your grasp to save. The Virgo Pisces axis becomes very strong on the 18th. There's a lot of movement in this opposition, okay? You've got a lot of planets in Virgo in your 3rd house, a lot of energy in Pisces in your 9th. And this is, again, a very spiritual kind of angle. And there's a lot of potential for you to connect with dreams, ideas, and to recapture some of the hopes and dreams of your past. I really think that's what I want to communicate, that like everyone, you may have had experiences in life which have kind of made you think, well, life, finite. And that is not a good place to be, because there are infinite possibilities, but life sometimes knocks that out of us a little bit. And it may seem like, okay, well, things are going to be the way they are. But by reading something on this day, by exposing to yourself to some sort of teaching, you can rediscover that feeling of life is infinite. There are infinite potentials, infinite possibilities, and I can really engage with that process. It's a great day to learn. Venus goes into Cancer on this day as well, so it's in your sign. So your love, what you care about, you will feel very loving and very much aligned with the heart chakra, with the heart center in your body. Lots of things that you care about and love will appear in your life, and you can engage with those and really enjoy yourself from now on. Enjoy the process of loving, of living, and it's like giving the world a big hug. And that's what this Virgo Pisces axis is about as well. It's about I'm exposing myself to new things so I can fall in love again. The full moon occurs on the 20th, and that's in Sagittarius on your descendant. So the potential of seeking this, there's going to be a big shining light at the end of the horizon for you, and it's going to be like, that's where I have to go, that's where I will find my dreams. And that feeling of, oh my God, I hope again, there are answers for me in my life. That is really the key phrase for you in June, Cancer, because it's like hope is back, dreams are back, the potential of anything happening is back. And this full moon will be like a flower at the end of the horizon, and you're going to go there and discover that flower and pluck it out of the sky and put it in your lapel and wear it and be glorious and wonderful and blossom yourself. Now the next day, it's your birthday, because from the 21st of June onwards, the sun now goes into Cancer in your sign. So this is now your time, your identity. You're going to feel the birthday celebrations in the air. You're going to feel very much yourself, very comfortable in your own skin. And again, it's easy and positive for you not just to love your family and other people, but also life and the potential and the dreams that can still be realized. On the 23rd and 24th, Mars begins to quincunx Uranus, and again, the frustration kind of theme may be up again. And remember, Mars is still in retrograde at this time, but it connects with Uranus now in your 10th. So what can you take charge of in your work? Work hasn't been a big factor at all. But remember, we've been re-inspired to dream and hope. So what could you really do in your own working life? That will now start to make an appearance. So think about that. What is your career going to be? How can you be self-employed? Even if you've been in business and an employee for 40 years, think about what you would do as a self-employed person. On the 25th, Mercury conjuncts the midheaven. Information about work, your identity as a worker, especially as a worker who helps and supports others, will be highlighted. And this is like this is when the universe sends you a nice little envelope saying chiropractor, engineer, psychic healer, dentist. Get the notes. Go check the metaphysical post and pick up that letter. It'll come in on the 25th. On the 27th, the moon goes into Aries in your 10th. It's at 2 degrees in the cardinal fire sign of Aries, and a way forward in your work, in your life purpose will present itself, and it will feel very comfortable. So look at the door that opens. On the 29th, there's a grand trine in water, and this is a wonderful day for you to connect with someone in love, especially if you're on a holiday or if you're traveling. This is a great day for finding some sort of romance in your life and really letting off some steam. And I don't think this is some sort of... It may start out as something fun and meaningless, but you're really so loving and caring that it could lead to other things. So be open to new experiences on the 29th. Again, that hope, the flower at the end of that horizon, go pluck it. See what gems life has to offer you. Mixed metaphor there. Sorry to all the English teachers watching. On the 30th of June, Mercury goes into Cancer, your sign, and the relationship and the connection and the understanding of your own emotions, your own soul body, your own ideas, very, very clear. For the next month, July is going to be your month pretty much, but everything starts to click, 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 fall into place, make sense. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you'll be experiencing in June. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab and you can order your reading with me there. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please, please, please. I would really appreciate it. I also do a weekly astrology forecast for all the signs of the zodiac on Facebook now. So facebook.com/Gregory Scott 444. And I'll speak to you soon.